Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Quadar of GMS Gulf Coast, and I'd like to start by giving infinite honor and praise and glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakak Wadash. Double honors are given up to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, men who have labored and suffered in this truth for over 30 years, making their lives and their bodies a living sacrifice. Also, I'd like to send a shalom to the elders and the bishops of Great Millstone, as well as the heads of camps of Great Millstone and to Great Millstone by and large. Shalom. Also, I'd like to send a shalom to any of you Akim, not named Great Millstone, but walking one body, one spirit, in Yahweh Shai, preaching and teaching 100% truth, as well as calling on the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, to you all, shalom. And last but not least, a shalom goes out to the hopefully elect, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, which consists of men, women, and children in that order, who have come back to the obedience of the scriptures and have accepted and have the gift of faith, as well as calling on the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. To you all, shalom. I don't know what's like. Let me start off with this. Lord willing, this be edifying and not too long. And having said that, I don't particularly know what title that I'll be titling this particular video with. Through the Spirit, Lord, to put the Spirit on me to come up with a suitable title. I want to open up by saying, being in this truth, I was just listening to the elder Yashawama's video, examine yourself. And as always, that's always something that the men of the Lord willing, we those men, beginning with the apostle elders, on down to brothers such as myself, that is a thing that brothers are constantly doing, critiquing oneself, through the Spirit, revisiting different conversations, all of the above. And mind you, this goes for each and every brother. No one is above the critiquing himself or being critiqued. No one's above being critiqued. And this is not a video that I am critiquing no one but myself. How could I critique anyone? And I'm just a babe in this. So, having said that, examining yourself. And upon examining yourselves, it's also important that you remember the things that you say as well, There could be no real thorough self-examination of oneself if if you're not able to revisit various conversations and not remember what you also said. Speaking to myself. Understand? Speaking to myself. Let's not get it misunderstood. I want to reinforce speaking to myself. Examining yourself requires that you remember what you say. It's very important that you remember what you say. There's a thing in the courtroom that says, in the world, just using it as an example, they call it Miranda rights or the Miranda law. You have the right to remain silent because anything and everything you say can and will be used against you. So sometimes, that's why it's important, Slocky, that you remember what you say. Again, speaking to myself. Let's make no mistake about it. Speaking to myself. And as the elder Yashawama says, sometimes it's best to just be quiet and not say things, and that's a sentiment that we have also expressed amongst our own camp here, down at Mississippi Gulf Coast. We've expressed that as well. So through the Spirit, there's confirmations when you hear the elder men speak on certain subjects that give you confirmation through the Spirit that you're right on track. Sometimes, sometimes, and maybe a lot of times, best not to say things because anything, again, that you say can and will be used against you. And examining yourself, that goes into also that, putting off that old man, putting off that old man. I'm going to grab that real quick. I'm going to go to the book of Ephesians, I believe it's in. Let's see, it's Ephesians chapter 4. This is Ephesians chapter 4, and I'm going to get straight to the point. This is Ephesians 4 and 22, and it reads, it says, that ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to deceitful lusts, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Now we understand that word. Let's go to the blue letter real quick. Let's go in real quick. Let's get the conversation in the blue letter.
Strong's G391. Anastrophe. Anastrophe.
Anastrophe. And it goes into biblical usage. It reads, manner of life, conduct, behavior. Strong's definition. Anastrophe from G, behavior. Let us check our behavior, our conduct, our manner of life. Behavior. And be renewed in the spirit. And be renewed in the spirit. Because there's certain things, certain brothers, I ain't going to say certain brothers, all brothers, but I'm speaking to myself, okay? Let's be clear, I'm speaking to myself. That you just have to get better in the spirit, Let's see.
Strong's G365. Ananeo. Ananeo.
Ananeo, and this is being renewed, and this goes into to renew in the mind. To renew in the mind. Get better at whatever it is that you may be lacking at, speaking to myself first and foremost. Expressively speaking to myself. Get better at what you're lacking at in the mind, whether it be anger issues, tolerance issues, patient issues, discipline issues. You see where I'm going with it, Be mindful. Be always self-examining yourself. And in doing so, as like the elder brother Yahshua was going into, you won't offend, okay, because, each brother, each one of those brothers have our own personality that the Lord has bestowed upon each, and that for itself is pretty much setting in stone your personality, who you are, but you can be renewed, to renew in the mind. You can get better, even at what your particular personality, and myself personally, remembering what you say, because what you say can and will be used against you. as they say in the world, in the court of law. And, just lambacking off what the elder brother said, sometimes it's best to say nothing. This is not a competition. You may offend unknowingly. And so to lessen those stripes, speak when only spoken to. That's another saying in the world. Speak when only spoken to. Speak when necessary. When only necessary. Unnecessary talk always leads to misunderstandings. You know what I'm talking about? So, lessen your talk. Speaking to myself, first and foremost. Again, that's back in Ephesians 4 and 24, and it says, and that ye put on the new man, which is after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness. Wherefore putting away lying, speech, every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members of one another. And that's the key thing that you have to remember. If you're a body, you are connected one to another. So what's said, you, me, speaking about myself, may not think that it's not affecting the body, but in retrospect, it just very may well be. Again, speak when spoken to. Speak when it's necessary. Speaking to myself. It says, wherefore putting away lying, speech, every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another. Be ye angry and sin not, let not the sun go down upon your wrath. Neither give place to the devil. See that? Neither give place to the devil. Deceiving. Well, I got another one. I want to go to the book of Romans. I just want to touch on a few scriptures. Like I said, this is a mental note, for lack of better words, to myself. Dedicated service. This is Romans 12 and I'm gonna start at the top, and it reads, I beseech you, brother, I beseech you, therefore, I beg you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. Verse 2 is the point. And be not conformed to this world, but ye be transformed by the renewing of the mind, of your mind. We're going to go into that again, renewing. See if we get this, we pull the same Strong's definition. Be transformed, renewing.
Strong's G 342, anakainosis. Anakainosis.
Ikonosis. And it reads, a renewal, revocation, complete change for the better. A complete change for the better. So as I'm listening to the elder go into, sometimes, and like I said, this has been echoed amongst our camp as well, sometimes saying nothing is the best thing, and you should take your own advice. Speaking to myself, speaking for myself, You should take your own advice, the advice of others, when it's righteously being put out there. Speak when spoken to, and speak when it's necessary. Outside of that, again, a renewal, revocation, complete change for the better. And you'll be changing for the better, Lord willing, through the Spirit. You'll be changing for the better. So, let's go back. Romans 12 and 2, and it reads, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Perfect will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You know, I didn't have much to say on, because I didn't even know what the name of the topic would be. It's just me more or less just putting on a video, putting this, on this voiceover, this video, revisiting, examining, checking myself, Things are brought to your attention. You are to be very attentive, all ears, Lord willing, I'm always trying to be that way. All ears, and most importantly, put into practice or make the necessary changes through the Spirit, as the examination goes through, that you can be better. That you can be better, that you can be better. Anyway, I just felt like I dropped that real quick, again, moving forward. A message to myself. Again, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you can and say will be used against you. With that, give infinite honor and praise to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. And with that, shalom.